Stop selling Teams rooms in small, medium and large. In this video, I'm going to show you how to shift the conversation away from order taking X number of Teams room packages to helping the client understand why good enough is not good enough. I got this great question from Thomas Laciano. He says, our group is focused on Teams rooms, so the challenge I find personally is how do I help customers understand what value there is in space evaluation and design efforts when Microsoft and Zoom talk about small, medium, large. When is this approach of good enough not good enough? And what questions can I ask to recognize, oh, these rooms would benefit from paying more for a better than good enough approach? I love this question, not only because it's relevant to many of us today, but it is phrased as what questions can I ask? Good consultancy is not about telling people what they need because you're the expert. It's about asking the right questions and coaching them through the thought process to help them come to their own better considered conclusions. There's a couple of different approaches here, but my thoughts are this. Start by asking them if they're looking to earn the commute. In a post-COVID world, we know nearly all knowledge work can be done remotely. With that in mind, if companies want to get their valuable staff back into the office, they need to be providing a meaningful reason for that to happen. They need to earn that commute time. A standard Teams room doesn't provide a massive benefit for a workshop, but a large interactive screen with comfortable low-level couch seating that brings the whole team together into a nice huddle where everyone can be seen and heard, with great acoustics and comfortable lighting, that's a really meaningfully different experience than what they're going to get from a standard room. This is a great frame to get the client thinking about their technology investment as a tool to help achieve their HR goals, as many are focused on incentivizing staff to return to the office. Next, I would be asking what departments will be using these rooms. Write them down and then ask how their needs differ. What does each department do in their meetings? If they haven't really thought this through, they'll probably say something like, oh, we all use Teams. In this case, you need to help them understand that there's differences. So part of the business that's comparing large sets of data may need larger displays, or executives are generally focused on relationships and people, so they benefit from a second dedicated large display to clearly see the faces on all the people on the call. Workshops and creatives might need more interactive capabilities, and sales might need increased power and fidelity from their AV system if they're pitching with content, or maybe high-quality wireless video sharing. Get their heads out of the room spreadsheet and back into thinking about the users. The users normally have different needs. The users are what's important. And if they care about their biggest asset, the staff, then they should be at very least considering if they need to put in a bit more thought than good enough. Touching on environment is really just about asking questions. So, have you considered acoustic systems for this space yet? Remind them that they will get a noticeable improvement with even a small investment here. If they palm off responsibility and say, oh, the fit-out company's doing it or the architect's taking care of it, ask, okay, well, can we get the details of what's going in there to make sure it's a good fit with the system? This can all help bring some awareness for the clients on these often overlooked items. And sometimes you'll find that they haven't been considered at all, in which case it gives you a chance to build trust with the client as someone who actually understands what's required to create a great outcome and not just be an order taker. So really, in summary, the users are what systems should be designed around. The users' needs are more complicated than small, medium, large. The users are the most important and expensive part of any company, so the users warrant more consideration than good enough. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you to Thomas Laciano for his great question, and thanks also to Scott Simpson, who I do a podcast with. I stole some of his thinking on this topic. If you are an AV professional, please check out AV500 Design to join a community of the world's greatest designers, consultants, and AV people. If you are the owner of an AV integration business, check out our new offering, AV500 Business, which is a framework to help you increase profitability. You can find out more about both of these things at av500.io. If you have any other thoughts or comments or questions, I would love to hear them down below this video. Thanks.